You know what I hate? People say this color goes great with this season. I wear whatever color I want whenever I want. How are you gonna let season dictate what color you can wear? Like that's some small PP energy, bro. That's some small PP energy, my dudes. Let's do this, boys. Today I want to talk about Peter Do. The team is based in New York. They make most of their shit in New York. They make their shoes in Italy, some stuff in China. We'll get into that. And then yeah, but I believe it's mostly in New York because so they can go visit the factories and then do their own quality control. I love Peter and the team, and I feel like my first video kind of like let them down, or I didn't show them in the best of light. And most importantly, I feel like I left my wife down, Yeru. Oh, she must be so disappointed in her husband. I mean husband, whatever. How am I gonna cut this? In today's video, I'm gonna try my very best to show off the level of craftsmanship that goes into this, the intricate designs, the techniques of the knitting, and then just overall the quality of the sweater. I'm gonna try my very best, but it's one of those sweaters where you really need to feel it on your skin to know, like, oh, I get it. Now I get it why everybody loves it so much. So detail time. So the full name is Peter Do Tattoo Sweater. This is an Essence exclusive. This is light yellow, long sleeve knit wool and viscose blend sweater. The blend of viscose makes the sweater more soft and more skin friendly. Rib knit turtleneck collar, the cuffs and the hems. The turtleneck is the perfect length. It fits right up to your neck. You can also roll it down and it still looks good. Logo engraved plaque at side seam. You can see your reflection. It's a bit like a mirror effect, but you can see your reflection. Signature contrasting tattoo seam in black at sides. This took inspiration from the man himself, Peter. Vented side seams. This is good because it'll keep its shape when you're sitting. Cropped hem. I love the croppedness of this sweater. It makes the silhouette so unique. Silver tone hardware, which I already talked about. You can see your own reflection. And lastly, made in China. So in my previous video, I talked about it for a second, and I also put it on the screen for a second. But let me just read you what I wrote down. Okay, so I think we need to get over the stigmatization of made in China and take the made in Italy down a notch. To overtly generalize hundreds of factories, to say that all factories in Italy are top notch and all factories in China have poor quality control, or take this cheapest route to make their product. That belief is very outdated. Do you think all of the pizza in Italy are good? There are probably shitty ones. There are probably like pizza for $1 that's probably worse. Like probably the worst thing on earth. It's time for us to not group a whole country and say, made in Italy, my piece must be amazing. You can't say that, there's levels to this shit. And if you go to a really nice factory in Italy, I'm sure it's top notch. But if you go to a nice factory in China, it's probably top notch as well. They probably pick the best item. I mean, not best item. They probably pick the best material to use. They probably have who do you call people I worked at Atelier? Like seamstress, tailors. They probably, China has 1 billion people. Not all of them are gonna be shitty at making clothes, okay? We should also assume that Peter and the team has a standard of their own, and when they talk to these factories in China, they probably hold those factories accountable to the factory they work with in Italy, the factory they work with in New York, and the factory they work with in France or wherever else that they have their stuff made. Let me put this into another example. So Louis Vuitton, they have factories in France, they have factories in Spain, they have factories in the US, I believe in Texas. Do you think that they all have their own standard, or do you think Louis Vuitton tell them, hey, this is the standard we're thriving for. You better rise to the occasion, or we will fucking pull the plug on this factory and all your jobs will be gone. Like, you should assume that Peter and Louis Vuitton, wherever they're working, and this is a luxury clothing brand, both of them are luxury clothing brands, you should assume and you should believe that they will pick the best factory possible for their products. Peter Do is not fucking Forever 21, So that's my little rant about made in Italy, made in China. I think the belief is outdated. Material, so it's 50% polyamide, 38% viscose, 12% wool, and the measurement, I will put it up right here right now. Actually, I'll put it down here so it's easier to edit.
Damn, bitch, you broke now.
Let's talk about for the retail price for a second. So retail on these were $1,280, which is quite high, but we have to know that Peter like aligned his brand with the light of Dobro, Bottega Veneta, Celine. Their target audience is like the Bottega Veneta audience, like, you know, there's ultra rich, super rich. Like people like me is not their target market. Like if I catch it in the sale, I will buy it, but I'm not gonna pay full price about $1,200 for a sweater. Let's talk about sizing for a second. So in my first video, I showed you my blue one. That was a size small. This one right here, which is the yellow one, the Essence exclusive, this is a size medium and it fits me a lot better. So the medium, the Essence exclusive, the yellow one, it fits me really well. The blue one, which is, you know, everywhere, it fits me good but not great. But since the silhouette is so boxy, like I was able to fit into a size small, and that's a small woman, you know. I like a person like me shouldn't be able to fit in that, but due to the nature of how boxy it is, like I was able to get away with it, so which was very cool because I caught the blue one on sale as well. Most of the days I like the blue one better, but sometimes when I want to be a bit more out there, I will wear the yellow one. Obviously not right now, but in the winter time. One of the pros of this sweater is that the level of cropness and the elongated sleeve. Like I love the silhouette of this so much. It fits me so well, and I normally wear these with my high-waisted trousers, so you know, it kind of cans out the cropness a little bit, and it sits perfectly above the belt, which is very nice. Another thing that I want to talk about is that the different knitting technique all over this sweater. Like as you can see by the sleeve, like the sleeve has a different knitting technique than the body, and then you know the hem has a different technique. The back, there's a lot of intricate design throughout this sweater that's like, it's not gonna be boring to look at. Like it's not just one plain yellow sweater, you know. Like there are details to this that you have to wear to know it, or have to be up close to see the intricate designs. It's not itchy, so like it's very soft, and this is actually one of my favorite sweaters to wear just to lounge around in the house, because you know, it's just super soft and the sleeves are long. I can put, when it's winter time, I can put my whole hands in like a cover, just leave the tips of my fingers, so that's very nice to me. And you know, I mostly wear these to lounge around, and you know, I wear it outside too, but most of the time I wear it when I'm home, when I'm like on the computer shopping or doing whatever it is I do on the laptop. I think the fact that I have two of these sweaters should say something about how much I like it, because if you don't like it, you wouldn't get a second one, you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm just gonna repeat myself, because the main reasons as to why I bought it is because of the interesting silhouette. Like it's not just any other sweater you can get. So that was I can't speak today. That was the main reason as to why I got it. So let's just move on to the con. I think this isn't like a big con, but the logo, the plaque logo, like it just being held on by 2 stitches, and on my blue one it actually fell off. I don't know why. I think I just took the sweater off too hard or too rough, and then so one of the stitch came off. I can just easily stitch it back on, but I don't know, like there's always something about brands with how they just stitch their logo. Like Raf 72, like he only put 2 stitch in, but and then you know Peter as well, and then who else? Gucci put 4 stitches, so they're good. Margiela has 4 stitches. Fuck their fucking logo. Who else has 2 stitches? I know there's a lot of brand that does 2 stitches. I think, I don't know, maybe it just helps them look more sophisticated, but it is not practical at all. Like I think they should reinforce it, but you know, at least 4 stitches, and then it'll stay on. Cause like I don't treat my clothes that well. Like my clothes are like something that I use to protect my body. So, you know, I'm gonna be rough on it. Like I don't care about it. Like it's supposed to be well made, it's supposed to be good. So, you know, I shouldn't have to worry about breaking it if the retail price is like $1,200. So that's one of my big gripes with it, the 2 stitch. The thing is that I would have to put price up there with the con, but like with an asterisk next to it, because obviously I'm not their target audience. Like I'm a male and they're a women brand. I know Peter said something along the line of possibly expanding to menswear, but as of right now, like these 2 items that I have, they're women's pieces. And on top of that, they also align themselves with the likes of the Row and Bottega Veneta. So like obviously I'm not their target audience. So to me personally, the price is a con. But other than that, I think that's really it. Like there are not a lot of cons with this sweater. Like it's well made. I don't know, I'm really trying to dig for all the flaws that I can find, that I can think of, but there just aren't a lot of it. Oh, another pro is that like the neck, the turtleneck part, like I think it's perfectly cropped or perfectly cut. Like it fit perfectly up to this right here, up to my neck, and then like it sits really well on my body and probably on everybody's body, just because like it's well designed. Like they thought it out thoroughly. I'm sure they made a version with the neck a lot longer, but they chose to go with how the turtleneck will fit the neck perfectly, and I really like that. So that's another pro. Let's talk about styling. So for styling purposes, we'll pass it down to the guy downstairs and
Damn, bitch, you broke now.
I love Peter and the team, and I love like most of their runways, and they are actually doing a runway this upcoming September, so I look forward to that a lot. Wish I could be there in person, but I'm not important enough yet. Hopefully soon. Hopefully when I grow this channel a bit bigger, and then, you know, people like what I do, people like to hear what I have to say and how I do my videos, so, you know, you'll catch enough traction. And, you know, I like the content I make. Like fashion YouTubers, menswear at least, most of them I find really boring, and that's not a dig at them. It's not my style. Like, I don't want to see someone just hold a piece of clothes up, talk about it for a minute and move on. Like, that's not what I want to hear. That's not what I want to see. Like, tell me why you got it. Tell me the story behind it. Show me the intricate design. Show me the inside and out of this sweater. Why is it important for you to get it? Like, I want to hear stories. Like, I enjoy hearing stories. This is why, like, my videos not like properly cut, because I treat my videos like a conversation piece. Like, I don't want it to be a TED Talk where I'm on stage telling you guys information. Like, I want it to feel like this is a conversation you and I are having. And, you know, it just, if I cut too fast, if I cut the video too fast, where it's just straight to the point, like, it feels unnatural to me. It feels fake to me. Like, if other YouTubers do that, like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, there's a time and place for that. But for my channel, for me, like, I want it to be a conversation between you and I. So that's why my videos tend to be on the longer side. And yeah, but that was a bit that tangent. I always go on a tangent, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. My name's Makasi. I hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.